Hello everybody, I'm Alexey Kraborov, the organizer of SF Scala, and here we're on location at Shasta Ventures, which actually funds a lot of Scala companies, including TypeSafe, now Lightbend, and our current sponsor, Tally. So we are very fortunate to have great companies working with Scala from around the world with us today. One of them is dryTools. The first time we have a company from Serbia here in the heart of San Francisco, so I'll let these guys introduce themselves. Welcome.
Hi, thank you. I'm Vesna Duško. I'm coming from Serbia, from Novi Sad. I'm co-founder of dryTools company. Basically, our product is seafood tool, and we are trying to make developers' life easier by speeding them up. And basically, that's it.
Marco? Yeah. Hi, I'm Marco. I'm also co-founder and CEO of the company. So we are looking forward to a great meetup today. Yeah.
So tell us a little bit why Scala, why developer productivity, how it all came about, like what motivated basically the technology?
Okay, basically for last 10 years we have been developers. We worked for big companies, banks and insurance companies, mostly focused on Java stack, but lately on Scala also. And to be honest, we get bored doing the same job all over again. We identify a few patterns that occurs and that we think that we can actually automate the developer's job. Because we see all that opportunities in Scala, and because Scala rocks and we love it, we choose to do that in Scala. And Scala have a few really great features. It have a parser out of box that works. It's like standard Scala library that you get with Scala. And pattern matching, functional development, and everything else. It's actually was an easy choice for us to continue working with Scala.
So I'm really curious, right? So like you're the first company out of Serbia coming to our meetup. So tell us a little bit about the market. Are there enough developers who will appreciate these tools in Serbia, or are you oriented beyond? Like, who are your customers and what's the scene?
Basically, in Serbia, we are still mainly focused as outsourcing companies. That's something that Serbia right now is, but it's slowly changing. So we are starting to develop our own products and go to market with that. There is not so big Scala community in Serbia, and we are trying to do that. We are part of Scala community there and doing our best to change it. About our tool, we notice in Serbia there is a great need for that because, as I told, many companies are outsourced companies, so they need some tools like that to be more competitive, to increase their quality. But also in San Francisco, the companies that we talk with so far, they are all thrilled with our tool, and we'll see how it goes from now.
Yeah, basically it's a global problem. There are not enough developers. Software is eating the world, and we need to do something about it. So that's it. Yeah.
Okay. So basically your developers are in Novi Sad, right? Where do you get them, right? Like, how do they make them, right? Because in order to be a Scala developer, you need to have certain level of experience, certain, career curve. Where do they come from?
You're absolutely right about that. Basically, the Novi Sad have great university with technical science, so that university have like really good academic classes and everything, so we get really good developers from there. But also that outsourcing community is doing great jobs, so they are building those developers for us, and that's like the way up, because most of them works in Java or C#. The Scala is like obvious next choice for them, and so people are actually thrilled when we told them that we are working in Scala, and they want to join us, mostly because of that.
Interesting. How big is the university? How many students?
I think 40,000.
So it's a big one.
The whole university. A couple of thousand in technical university, and also a couple of so technical university and University of Natural Sciences.
Yeah, but basically IT department combined is like 300 or 400 people every year that comes out of that.
It's pretty big. It's a big university.
Yeah, it's really hype to be software engineer in Serbia right now. So they are expanding that market, I guess. So they are focusing on to increase academic possibilities in that area.
It's the fastest growing industry in Serbia.
Now it's like the
yeah, funny, but it's
yeah, I mean, in a lot of places, right? Like this is so compared to other. I mean, obviously there's Belgrade. Like, what are the other centers like?
So Basically, you have a Belgrade, a Novi Sad, and a little bit of Niš. So those are three major cities, and that's it.
Okay.
So those
So
are
you're
the two places.
second after Belgrade.
Yeah, but there is because of the strong university, the development community in Novi Sad is the same size as in Belgrade. So Belgrade is a 4 times bigger city, so like more than 2 million people, but the development community is the same because of the university. Yeah.
Cool. How do you guys, I mean, obviously, Europe is very different from the US, like there is a lot of countries and they're smaller. How do you guys interact with kind of other European communities in Scala? Do you go to other people's conferences, to other meetups? Is there like a lot of interchange?
No, well, Europe is much more closed than US, so it's much easier to develop a network in US than in Europe. European people, I don't know, they still have borders and countries, and so it's like with people as well.
Yes.
So it's a bit of work to open up.
Okay.
Yeah.
So in terms of customers, is it easier for you to actually get customers from the US than from Belgium, for instance?
Yes, because the difference with the customers is that in US people are, they don't want to miss the opportunity. And in Europe is more like, hey, you need to be very big and established, and then I will use you. So it's a completely different.
Okay.
So the thing is that you have to make it in US, and then if you are good in US, then you're good enough for European countries.
Okay, cool. So it's a US first strategy.
Exactly.
Like you circumnavigate the globe, we come back. Okay, that's great. That's great. I like it. No, this is cool. So we're gonna kind of see a technical talk. So I'm not gonna ask like a lot of questions about that. But so I'm just curious, right? So you help developers. Should they be already in Scala, or what you do helps to bring people into Scala?
No, actually, neither of that. We think that people should keep in their stacks that they like. Of course, if they want to move to Scala or something advanced, that's up to them. But actually, we want to help people in all stacks that they're using. And now we are mostly helping people in Java because like that's the biggest market and for us. But soon enough, we are going to support Scala and Node.js and stuff like that. So we are not converting them to Scala, but basically our tool is built with Scala. So
can you explain briefly what is the main value proposition
of our tool?
Yeah.
Actually, the main proposition is that we are doing 80% of the work for the developers. Our tool have a really good conversion because one line of code in our tool can be converted up to 5 to 10 lines of Java code or JavaScript codes for now. So developers are much faster and their quality is much better. Of course, they are easy to refactor things, to communicate because that's like centralized specification of their entire product. So that's our main values that we are proposing.
Exciting. So.
Basically, you're 2 to 4 times faster of developing applications when you're using our tool compared to when you do programming traditionally.
Okay.
That's only initial value.
I don't think anybody can say no to that, right?
That's why we have so many meetings so far.
So really exciting. Thanks for coming. Thanks for sharing. Looking forward to your talk and good luck with the venture.
Yeah,
Thank you.
Thank you.
Thanks.
Thank you for having us. Yeah, great.
Thank you.